Hello, welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness, the camera is shaky today. Ooh, I must have time. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm running a couple of errands. Today is Thursday, and I have about 5 or 6 orders to ship out, so I'm heading to the post office. Once I park, I'll tell you where these items are coming from. I'm so grateful. You know, as I stated before, I'm newly retired, well, a couple of months, more than a couple, April 2025. And so I'm, starting this little I started this little side gig. And it is slow, but I'm still learning the ropes. So I'm grateful, to have any sales. And I'm growing. I see myself growing, because before I would have one every couple of days. Now I'm actually having, at least every day, I'm having a sale or 2 or 3, and overnight I had 5 or 6. So I'm really grateful, and I've only been selling really since November. I believe it was November I started, or probably the end of October, beginning of November. So I'm really new at it. I'm still learning. A few things that I must say that what I'm going to share with you guys is stuff that I'm learning along the way. And yes, I'm watching a lot of videos, and I'm learning a lot. Several people, I don't want to start naming names because I'm going to butcher it up. I have to write it down and give props to the people I've been watching religiously every day, every night, all throughout the day. I don't even watch movies anymore or TV shows. I really just watch YouTube, just trying to learn different things, and just to try to get a hang of this, because I see there's a lot of money to be made in reselling. And I'm not trying to get rich off of it. It's just something to have extra money to pay up some bills, of course. And I'm so grateful for everyone that has purchased something from me. I don't care if it's $10, whatever. My saying is, every mickle makes a muckle, if you don't know what that means. Another term we say in Jamaica, one coca fill a basket. If you don't know what I mean, that means every penny you drop in my basket, I'm grateful for it. So today I have to run to the bank, run to the post office, and I also have to return something from Amazon. And then I'll be home, and then I'm gonna go through some of the stuff that I'll be listing today. I sourced some stuff and I forgot to go through it, and I started bagging them up last night. But anyway, so I'm gonna, throughout my learning experience, I'm gonna share with you guys what I've learned, what mess ups I've made. The first one I'm gonna say is, make sure whenever you list your items, even though eBay, I list everything on eBay and then I cross it through Nifty. I use Nifty to cross list for Depop and Mercari, and eBay. So all 3 of those. I don't do Etsy. And Mercari, I haven't gotten not one sale yet from them, and whatever. I don't know what is up with that. And you're only allowed to list 100 items. So I'm probably not going to be bothered with them, because I'll just focus on the two sites that so far have been, showing me progress. So the first thing, make sure once you take your pictures, package your items, and I do the number system, the SKU system, and I package them up. And I'm going to show you a tour of my office. My office is just messed up right now, but it's messed up because I bought stuff in and I did a new shelving, and so I had to reorganize everything. So I'm slowly doing it. So make sure once you label your stuff, and I think the number system is amazing, because I don't like to have to dig through stuff to find something. This system is so fast and quick, and I'm going to show you how I package them. But when I tell you it's so fast and easy, I don't lose anything. I haven't lost anything. I haven't misplaced anything. So I'm happy for that. And I could, I'm easily forget where I put things, but this system is working amazing so far. But put a SKU number on there. You could get the SKU numbers from Amazon. You could get different numbers. You can start them from 1. You can start them from wherever you want to start the numbers. And the poly bags that I use, I get them from Amazon also. They're very inexpensive. I bought my thank you stickers and cards from Amazon. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I sold. I sold, this one is going to Michigan, and this was a Jennifer Lopez pair of plus size jeans. This other one is going to Nevada, and this one was a it was a dress by, I can't remember the name right now. This other one was some Converse, and this is going to Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, New York. And then I have, this was a Disney, let me close the window. This was a Disney character, not a character, a Disney vintage piggy bank with a Cinderella castle piggy bank. And this is going to Ohio, I believe. Yep. So those were my sales. So I have 4. I don't know. I think I left one at home. It came in late and I meant to grab it. So I do have 4 that's going to the post office right now. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I just left the bank. So back to our conversation. Drinking my breakfast today. It's really nice out today. Trying to improve on my protein. Increase my protein. Okay, let me back up out of here. And folks, be careful during the holiday season. Seem to be a lot of accidents going on in my area, at least, and always during this time. So just be safe. In this little intersection, I'm not even going to go that way. It's always an accident because it's like a 6-way lane and people just tend to try to shoot straight across. But anyway, so another thing to be leery of when you're reselling, spoke about the shipping. Weigh your items. Get you a scale from Amazon. They're very inexpensive. And even though eBay puts in a specific amount, sometimes your matches aren't exact to what the system might find. For example, I had a sweater. It was a really thick material. Couldn't find one exactly like it. So when I did my, luckily I looked. And the reason why when I first started out, I did not weigh anything. I did have my scale, but because eBay did it, I figured I didn't have to do it. I don't know why. I thought it would have been just accurate. But one day I got a credit back for like $1 something, okay? Which was okay. But I didn't really quite understand it. I was just like, whatever, they sent me back $1. Then about a week later, I got charged a debit of $5 and something because it says my shipment was short. And I'm like, how could it be short if eBay? And then I started thinking about it, and then I started watching, I think her name is, it's Gloria from, I think it's Via Glow. I think that's her channel. She's very good. I like her. A little sassy, but I like her though. She reminds me so much of my daughter. So I understand her, and I understand her frustration, and I understand her sassiness. But anyway, I binge watched, I pretty much watched all of her videos from like when she first started, and I watched them in the backwards order. So I watched them from the current, and I'm going back. So I went all the way back. Anyway, neither here nor there. But so she was like, no, you weigh everything just to make sure. I don't know if she still does it, but just to make sure, or I think she probably have it preset now. I don't know. But so what I do is I tag it I close it up, put my label on there. It's already in the system. But before I hit list, I put it on the scale and I wait. Last night I did it and I had a big discrepancy with that sweater. That sweater it said it should have only been like a pound and something. The sweater was like almost 3 pounds. Then I had a poncho, a wool poncho, I believe, and that was off also. So weigh your items. Somebody just threw something out their car. I hate when people litter. Anyway, weigh your items, and this way you won't have any kickbacks of any debit coming, or you won't take too much money from your customers, you know, because shipping is kind of expensive. Also, I find that, okay, from going to the Goodwill, I am still on the fence whether I should just shop for brands or for designer names or what's hot and selling or picking up style based. I do a little of both. I don't know yet if I'm right or wrong. I kind of like the idea that I'm picking up style because to me, and I'm not shopping for me, but I don't believe everybody is just into brands. Sometimes people looking for a nice piece of items. I do have the space and I can, and I get them for dirt cheap. So I think I can take a chance with certain things. Now, it might bite me in the butt later on, but I don't know yet. So I'm learning. Let's see. Also, put yourself on a schedule. I have yet to put myself on a schedule because I find myself at night is when I have the least distractions. No one's really bugging me. So that's when I like to take my pictures and post my items. That works for me, but it makes my days longer. Also, when you take your pictures, make sure you have good lighting. Make sure you're taking good pictures. Use your phone. I'm using my phone. Make sure your pictures are like centered. I know sometimes mine are kind of off. I've switched up my little background where I had a gray background in the beginning. I don't know if it makes a difference. I do like my white background better right now. But make sure your pictures are clear. Make sure you try and steam out some of your clothes. I know I got lazy a few times where I didn't even steam anything. I just okay, I wash it however it came out the dryer, and wash your clothes. Unless it has a new tag, then at least air it out or something. If the clothes smells funky or whatever the case may be, if it's dirty, don't sell it like that. I've heard of people saying that they bought stuff and it smelled funky and whatever. It got dark over here. The sun is right there now. But yeah, wash the clothes so it so it smells good. You wouldn't want anybody to sell you something that smells funky. And it's used clothing, and you don't know where people have stored these things. So you want to make sure you just common courtesy. Let's see what else that I've learned so far. Do not pay to get your money early unless you really, really need it. I didn't even realize that I checked that. My daughter was like, "Mom, why did you check it?" And there's a fee. There's a fee for everything. So if you're trying to make money, cut back on some of the fees. Another thing also, whatever price eBay gives you in where you go to list your price, don't always go by that, because eBay sometimes is totally off because your item might not even really match what they're saying the item is. So go into I use Google Lens. And so, if I don't find it there, I kind of look for something that's close. And then I also go on ChatGPT and I put in as much information and I ask. I use the free version of ChatGPT. So use that and just kind of get an idea and kind of in the middle. You don't want to price your items too high, and then you don't want to price them too low. Try and get in the middle. You know, it's like you don't want to really, because the customers, they're used items and then they have to pay for shipping. So kind of be mindful of that. That's just my take. You do whatever pleases you. But that's where I try to price in the middle. Now, if it's something that I think is really, really worth it, or something that I picked out of my closet. Okay, for example, I have these boots that I bought. I bought them for $150. And I've never worn them. They're not in the box or anything. I had them on my shelf. I decided to sell them because I have plantar fasciitis, so it's hard for me to even wear those boots. So I'm trying to sell them, and I still can't sell them. But I try to sell them for $150. Couldn't get it. So right now I think it's $120 or maybe $100 on my store. But so you know, I'm trying to get my money back on that. I just bought them, I think actually no, it's been probably about 6 months ago. But anyway, so price your stuff accordingly. You know, if you want to make more money, post more items. You know what I mean? So, and then another thing also is when you're taking your pictures, put some measurements in there, because that really helps. I see some people put it on like a whiteboard. I don't do that. To me, that's just an extra step. I think I did it in the beginning, and I don't know where my whiteboard went. But I usually just take clear pictures and I show the tape measure, the stick, and where it ends. I do the length. I do the measurement from under the arm to the other side. And pants, I do the different measurements for the pants. So I find that that's very helpful, because when I shop, I look for that. So I add that in there. Another thing, let's see. Oh, when you add your item, how I do, I put SKU in parentheses and whatever my number is, and that's the number that goes on the garment, and that's what gets filed away in my little boxes. When I cross list, I put that number there, and then it just automatically transfers. You have to manually put it in. I put it in Depop, and then automatically transfers to Poshmark. So I put that in there. This way, when I sell the item, I just look at the description, and my SKU number is there. Tell me exactly where to find my item, pull it out, and that's it. You don't really need it, but I suggest you get a label printer. Very inexpensive. And it's going to be cheaper than a regular printer, because you never ever have to buy ink. Win-win. And the paper is pretty cheap. You don't have to worry about finding tape to stick it on your package. You just peel and stick. To me, that's the easiest thing ever. And when I tell you, the one I have is Nilco. I'll try and list everything in the description, but I have that one, and it's easy setup. Trust me, if I could set it up, you could set it up. Let's see. You don't even need a computer to do your listing. I started doing my listing on my phone, and I find it a little bit easier actually on my phone. So I still revert back to using my phone because I don't know, I just do. Let's see. Another thing is, I keep saying that. Something else to be mindful of is when you promote your items on eBay or whatever, watch your percentage. eBay automatically puts in a percentage for you, and the first couple of listings I did, I just put promote and click and whatever, and I didn't realize it until one day. I'm like, I thought I was supposed to be getting like $50, and then I see eBay takes like their fee was like, it was ridiculous. It was like almost $20, but it was the other fee, whatever. And I'm like, and I started looking, and I'm like, oh my God. I think I have this at like 14%, giving them an additional 14% on top of whatever they're getting. So what I do now is if I'm promoting an item, I put it at 2%. I don't know if that's good or bad or ugly, but I'm trying to keep as much money in my pocket as possible. Let's see what else. Anyway, let me run in here and pick up something from my daughter, and then I think of what else there's something else that I'm forgetting. Give me a sec. Okay. Another thing is, whenever you get orders, I don't care if I get one order, I send it out right away. Now you could, wrong glasses. I have glasses for reading and glasses for distance. I'm not ready for bifocals. But anyway, so what was I saying? I forgot what the heck I was just saying. Oh my Lord. I am drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I swear I had a brain fart. I don't like using that word, but yeah. But whenever you get an order, I've noticed like some people, they'll like send out orders like 2 days, or they'll wait till whatever the almost close to the minimum time that the whatever site they're selling on give them to send out their orders. Like they try to get I don't know, maybe the post office is a good distance away from them and they don't want to waste a trip. I don't know, but I send mine out. If I get one, I'm sending out the next day. If when I go back home I get another one and the post office is open, I'll go back. The post office is not that far from me, and I'm usually throughout town anyway if I'm sourcing or doing different things, running errands. So I don't really sit on the items. I like to just get them out. Plus you get a good rate and when your customers get the items fast. So I tend to send it, and once I send the items out, I always send an email message to the buyer saying, thanks again, your order was shipped today. And I think people appreciate that because this would give them an idea to when to start looking out for their product. I had one issue where the lady, it was an elderly lady, I think she said she was 84 years old, and she bought something from me. Can't remember what it is, but I sent it to her, the exact address that she sent, and she said she forgot that her lot number changed or something. And so I said there was no way. I didn't know how to do to switch it. I've asked even the post office, and they said you can't because it's just generated through eBay. I think it was eBay. And so they said that the name, it should get to her and whatever, blah blah blah, whatever. So anyway, so she didn't get. She said she didn't get it, and I was like, so I was trying to figure out how to fix her package, whatever. But come to find out, poor thing, her package was sitting on a chair that was in front. So she emailed me, she messaged me and said that the package was there all along. She just didn't see it. So, things happen, but I was willing to help her. I didn't just leave her hanging and saying, oh, well, I sent it, I have my receipt, whatever. And again, another thing, also, I make sure that I get a receipt. Every time I send the items out, I get a receipt. I haven't had to use my receipts yet, but I just get it just for, just in case. Eventually, once I start getting more items to sell out, to mail out, more orders, I think I'm going to do it to where my mail lady, she's a lady, she'll pick up my items and take them to the post office. I think I'm going to use that, but the only thing is I'm just kind of paranoid that what if it gets lost? I have no way of saying, okay, yes, she did pick it up. I don't know if she scans it in right away. I have to check with her and see exactly what she does. But that's going to be another option because it's going to save on gas, and that's an option for you. Also save on gas if the post office is far away. Now I could, there's other places that you could drop off your packages to, like a UPS store or whatever. I like to do it directly to the post office because to me, I think it moves faster, because this way they don't have to pick it up and then take it to the post office, sort it through. It's just right there. And again, I said my post office is not that far away from me, so I don't mind doing that. My post office is probably about 15 minutes away, and it's in town where I do all my business. Actually, there's several post office in, you know, within a 15-minute mile. I think there's 3 of them, 3 or 4. And then there's several UPS stores. I only use my UPS stores if it's like late Friday and I just want to get it out. Maybe Saturday morning. I'm not going to go to the post office early because they do close early on Saturdays. So that's about the only time I do use the UPS store. But if that's what you have, you know, go ahead and use it. Okay, so this is my haul. I almost forgot to finish out the video, but I did get a lot of jeans this go around. So I'm just going to show you quickly because this video is already long. But I did get some Old Navy. And I'm not going to go through the size, but this is a 16 regular, but I got several sizes. It's not really wide leg, but, you know, it was a good price, so might as well. This one, Levi's. This one, a little stretch waistband for the thick girlies, and this is the Craft & Barrel. I like jeans with the elastic, and this is just a dress. Has a little design going on the bottom. And let me see, I'm not even sure what brand this is. Okay, this is from the Limited. It's a very thick quality. This is another Lee jeans. Not another one, but that's the Lee jeans. Boot cut. This is a little camo thing. This is a 9 West. All the girlies that like the camo is straight leg, I think. This one, this is skinny jeans. I just kind of, some people like the rip, you know, I think this was really nicely ripped. So Fashion Nova, can't get much from that, but I thought it was cute. This one is a Levi's. And this is a wide leg, of course. Finally. This is another skinny jeans. This one is from, says Rainbow. Not sure why this one made the cut, but whatever. It seems pretty new. I don't think anybody has worn that. And then here we have, this is it's just a nice little summer dress. Just picked it up. It's Terra and Sky. They sell this in Walmart, this brand in Walmart. But it's a nice summer dress for someone in Florida. Here's another skinny jeans, wax jeans collection. So I have a little bit for everyone. And here's a loft jeans. It's a small size. Boot cut. But I thought it was kind of cute. That one there because I have to take the tag off that one. Here is a Old Navy. Old Navy. Boot cut. I know wide leg is in now, but you know, a lot of people still wear this. Is another boot cut. And this one is from Levi's. And here we have, let's see. This is a dress from Roz and Alley. Simple dress with a little lace thing going on. I thought it was very cute. Very cutesy. And this one is a, I think this, yeah, a Crown and Ivy shorts. Thought it was pretty cute for the summer, for the hot girl summer. And this one we have is called Justify. I didn't pick this up for the brand. I didn't check the comp on it. It's just very cute mini dress with a little cinched elastic waist. Thought it was cute. Here we have another one. Don't think this one was a brand also. This one is Oscar Pacific. And it's another little mini summer. So coming up. Elastic waist. Thought it was cute. Then we have this. This is like really heavy material. Not sure of the if it's a good brand or not, but most of my is from Iman. That's the brand. Iman, however you say it. But it's a maxi dress, and it's like really heavy. So I thought this was a nice little addition to the stack. This is another one, style based. Most of the things I got was style based. This is another Justify. Let me make sure it's Justify. Yeah, Justify, extra large. But I like that, how that is in the back, a cutout in the back. Nice little summer dress. And it's a tiered dress, but it's a tiered mini dress. So I thought that was pretty cute. And then we have, this is my favorite of the finds. Let's see how this goes. This is a Ralph Lauren maxi dress. Okay. Black. I love it how it has the gathering around the stomach area. Helps to hide. And boy, look at this split we got going on. It's hard to really tell, but this is very cute with a high split. So you're gonna show a little bit of hoo-ha in that. And then two more. Let's see. Here is a True Envy. Not sure of this brand, but I thought this was a nice little dress. I love the little pockets here, the zipper all the way down, not all the way down to the dress. And this is about a knee length dress. I thought that was cute. And then we have this Old Navy. Oh my God. I can't even think of the name, what I'm thinking of. Oh my God. Anyway, it's little, it's going to come to me. It's shorts and it has a drawstring at the waist. And I cannot think of the name for some reason. Anyway, that was it for that haul. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Continue watching. And if you want to purchase anything, go over to my eBay store and shop. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year when it comes. But I'll be making more videos. But just in case, see ya. Bye.